Hi everybody, it's Coach Mel here in the Teaching Kitchen, and today we're going to be talking about how to help your child taste a brand new food and minimize any gagging that might happen. Keep in mind that gagging is not choking. We'll be showing you a completely different video on the difference between gagging and choking, but for right now, let's talk about how to ease kids into some new foods, help them gain some confidence in the way they chew in their mouth, and help that gag to slowly fade away if you should happen to see it appear. What you want to do when you're introducing a new food, whenever possible, present it either in a long, narrow strip or in a tiny square or rectangle, a little bit bigger than the size of a pea. Let me show you the differences. First of all, what I've got here is a cucumber, the miniature cucumbers. I love those because the skin on the cucumbers is a little bit thinner than that full-size cucumber that you get fresh out of your garden, which we love those too. If you're going to use those, just take off some of that skin. But for these mini cucumbers, you can first slice it in half. Then you can slice that half in half again, so now you've got quarters, until you get a narrow strip. Slice it as much as you need to, and you'll have a little narrow strip. And look at this. What I did is I took my knife and I simply made a little notch about the size of a pea-sized bite, so that when your little kiddo picks up the strip and you teach him to take a bite, just the right amount will come off in his mouth to make it comfortable to chew and to swallow immediately. I like kids to learn to bite over here on their molars. I call them dinosaur teeth because that's what kids love to think about, is dinosaurs chewing on a big leafy green like a big brontosaurus. And so I always tell them, hey guys, chew over here on your dinosaur teeth, and have them take a bite, pull it away, and chew. Just the right size will come off on their teeth. They'll maybe chew 2 or 3 times. Immediately have them reach for their water with a skinny straw and wash it down. So easy. The reason why we use a skinny straw instead of something a little bit wider is because it will deliver just the right amount of water under their tongue and not too much water that'll make it difficult to swallow that little piece of food. They may not even need the water, but when you go to grab your glass of water, your brain immediately thinks swallow, and it's much harder to gag and swallow. As a matter of fact, you can't do the two at the same time. One last trick. You can also cut your food into little pea-sized squares or rectangles. When you create an edge or a corner on food like that, and the kids pop it in their mouth, they can feel it better than just a random piece that perhaps you've just torn apart, like on a piece of lettuce. They'll be able to feel it better, get better proprioceptive input up to their brain, chew hard. Remember, always chew hard, take control of that food, and then swallow back. I hope you find those tips helpful, how to prevent gagging, and we're so glad you're here at parentinginthekitchen.com.